encampments, which we've been reading about, right? This person said encampments were like last semester. The people that want to make a strong statement at our university, whether you agree with them or not, if you want to make a strong statement, you actually want helicopters overhead. You actually want zip ties. You want to be on the news. That's a win. And it will continue to be that way, right? Carol put her stake in the ground, Chancellor before her did, and I'm 100% behind that element of Berkeley. We all cross lines. Criminal activity, you'd say, well, obviously, that's a cross line. But if you are directly disrupting education and classrooms and research and labs and things like that, you actually can't do that. So somebody who says, I have a First Amendment right to disrupt his class and prevent it from going, that's not true, okay? So we have to be very careful. I mean, free speech is not unlimited, right? Not all speech is protected under the First Amendment. We all know that. So with this commitment to free speech, there's also this idea of we need to manage a university that can get its work done, right? And that's part of what Carol, I think, really beautifully navigated over this last semester. But, we have an election coming up. Whichever way that election goes, I don't know if you remember in 2017, the first few months of 2017, the election of 2016, many of you will remember. And there was a lot going on in...
Did she share any of those with you?
Bits and pieces, yes.
You said yes, and okay, done. I think you probably covered on a few of them.
Yeah, well, so that's the end of the question? Oh, great. Thank you for the guidance. Well, Carol set a goal of, increasing student housing stock, as I mentioned, by a significant amount, and really achieved it. And we are still housing the lowest percentage of our undergraduates of all 10 of the UC campuses. So, in other words, just as Carol was playing the long game, and student housing isn't the only category, we need to play the long game. Like, when are we not going to be at the bottom of all 10 in terms of the percentage of our students that we can have? And what would that take? So I think we need to take that seriously over the next 10 years. I don't get to serve for 10 years unless I earn it, but if we're thinking about 10 years and maybe more, that's right at the top. So I think she would say, I was happy with what we achieved, and we have a lot of work yet to do in that category. I think, the athletics, I think we have to point to athletics, right? A lot of those changes, fundamental changes in parameters occurred, and, he wasn't in the seat long enough to know exactly what to do next. Nor do I know exactly what to do next. I mentioned that three-part model, right? The revenue sports, the men's Olympic and the women's Olympic. But we're just starting, I think, to converge on a way to think about that in a systematic way. So you can imagine if you were Cheryl Chris, with all these tectonic shifts happening, you'd have to get so warranted in the